Hi everyone, welcome to Lesson 6, Dictionaries. Dictionaries in Python are sets of key value pairs. The data is usually managed by the key and the value can be anything, a tuple, list, or practically any data type. So these are used quite commonly in programming for games and we're going to learn how to create them, delete, add, and sort through dictionaries. To create the list that was on the previous slide, you would simply type breakfast equal to, and the curly brackets, that's what defines a dictionary. So there are typically two values, ham and yes. Yes, I want ham, eggs, yes, and spam, no. This is obviously a Monty Python reference. But the key values here, the keys are on the left, ham, and the value is yes. So this is a typical dictionary that you would use in a program. Dictionaries are key in game development. So an example of that would be a game icon, whether it's an alien, a zombie, a moving duck, whatever it is on the screen that's part of the game. Typically, the information on that icon would be tracked in a dictionary. So, for example, the color, the speed, the points, the coordinates, very common. So dictionaries are, when you look at them first, they might not appear to be that important, but they are, and not just game development, but all sorts of data parsing. Dictionaries are extremely valuable. So this is what the loop would look like to go through a dictionary. I have on top here a heading, breakfast menu. The slash ends are characters. It moves it to the next line. Slash n moves to the next line, and slash t moves tab. So these are characters, special characters in Python that allow you to format the way something prints. So for the loop, it's actually, we use two variables to loop through the breakfast dictionary. So we need the key and the value. These can be anything, but name them something specific to your list is typically the best practice. So here then we go through each key and each value and then we print it. You would, when you're printing them in the same line, you should convert them to strings. You will have to do this. And I put two tabs here in the middle to make it look better. So let's see how this looks. And here you have it, a breakfast menu and the ham, eggs, and spam on the left, and the responses on the right. So this doesn't look too bad. And this is how to loop through and print a dictionary. You could also perform actions on the dictionary items with a similar loop. Add items to our dictionary. It's simply put the name of the dictionary and the brackets here with the key. So as I mentioned in the slide before, the key is usually the manager of the data. In this case, we're adding a new key called grits and a new response. So if we run this, we should have grits added to our list, and we do. Removing items from a dictionary is pretty straightforward as well. Just use the delete command. Again, you would call up the reference with the key and put delete in front of it, and if we do this, we should no longer have spam, and we don't. You can also use lists or tuples for the value side of a dictionary. So if we were to change the game icon from a dictionary key value to what we had, we could also use a list for the values for color. This wouldn't make a lot of sense, but we could put icon here, and then we could assign these values to that icon. That's the point of the exercise here, is to show that the value item can be a list or it could be tuples. So if we print that, we get the icon here as the key value, and we have the list of other data points that we added to it. So you can actually nest dictionaries within dictionaries and lists within dictionaries, and there's very little that you can't do. I don't want to get into the nesting too much, because initially when you start to program with games or plotting graphs, you won't need to nest, typically won't need to nest dictionaries, but it's something to consider and be aware of. The last thing I want to show you is how to sort dictionary. Dictionaries are not sorted by default. They're not in any sequence. The values are unique, but they're added randomly. So when we print our breakfast menu, we see that there's no alphabetical order here. They're just added whatever. So if we needed to sort these, it's quite simple. We simply use the sorted function in Python to sort our dictionary. We put sorted in front of the dictionary, any items, and in parentheses. And if we run that, we'll get an orderly, alphabetically ordered list of keys in our dictionary. We just covered the basics of Python dictionaries. It's a very important data set. We looked at the key value pairs and how to add, remove, and sort the keys. If you need any of the code that's in this lesson, you can go over to my website at pythonforadultsandkids.com. This will be very important to you going forward with your programming, especially in the gaming arena. Next lesson, we're going to do while statements or while loops, and that's also important in games, and I'll see you then.